Hey guys, and welcome to the Week in Review. I'm Lighthouse, and this is what's happened in the last week in Black Desert. So, to start off with, big news for the Black Desert Russia server. GameNet, the hoster that provides publishing for Black Desert in Russia, is losing the license for Black Desert. Well, not losing, but it is expiring, and it will not be renewed. This has left questions in the Russian community as to what is going to happen to Black Desert on the Russian server. The current assumption is that Pearl Abyss will take over publishing for Russia directly. So instead of having a publisher, they just publish directly to Russia. This could be another step further in the global build that Pearl Abyss has been talking about for about a year now, where they like to have all the different sort of Black Deserts on a global build so that we can have a global siege scene. It's pretty big news, and it also raises doubts as to what's going to happen once the license for Cacao expires for North America and EU. We don't know exactly when that should be, but it will most likely be about 1 year after the Russian contract expires. Not quite a full year, but about 8 months, as the Russian contract was signed in 2015, whereas the Cacao contract was signed in 2016. Following that, the patch notes tomorrow are going to include new Node War and Guild Alliance systems. So, the Guild Alliance system allows various guilds to team up and form an alliance of between 10 and 100 players in order to take on a node. There's also changes to the Node War system itself, limiting the number of players that can fight for each node from different guilds and guild alliances. As such, the patch is going to take quite a while, up to 7.5 hours, and all the nodes are going to be reset. Finally, pay to win and the state of the game. So just like the last couple of weeks, pay to win is the big topic in the community. So this week I'm going to do something a little different, and I'm going to examine the state of the game over the last month and 7 days. So in the last 7 days, not much has changed in the community. You can see that it's actually sort of gone up in terms of player base. We're using the Steam charts only because we don't have access to the official Black Desert client numbers. We only have access to the Steam charts. But if we go back about a month to when the pay-to-win drama started, you can really see that Black Desert has not lost players. In fact, we seem to have gained daily average players since the pay-to-win drama actually started, which is quite interesting to see. You can clearly see that Black Desert, at the very least, is not dead. It is still doing just like it's always been doing. It's actually regained its peak from a couple months ago, well, almost, and it's doing fairly well compared to how it was doing sort of in early August and mid-August. It wasn't doing great, but it's really been picking back up in the last 2 weeks. So the forums and Reddit, it's still all about pay to win. All the memes are about pay to win. Lots of discussions about pay to win. But for now, the game is doing just fine. I'll be doing a little review like this every week at the end of the week in review, so don't forget to tune in if you want to see if the game's dead or not. Anyways guys, as always, this was the week in review. I'm Lighthouse. Comment below what you think. Are you kind of afraid for the future of the Russian server? Do you think this is going to have implications for North America and EU? Comment below. As always guys, thanks for watching, and have a good one.